Welcome back to this next video in the senior series, trying to educate people 55 plus who are thinking about dipping their toes here in the cryptocurrency space. In the last couple of videos, we started talking about cryptocurrency wallets because, as you've heard me say many times throughout those videos, not your keys, not your coins. We started out trying to explain the difference between custodial and non-custodial wallets. Then we moved to explaining the difference between hot and cold wallets. Well, today we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown of exactly what are hot wallets. Links to everything I'm talking about is in the description, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. And if you know someone that is looking to get into the crypto space who is like 55 plus, do them a favor and send this video their way. Okay, let's take a look at the breakdown of hot wallets. Hot wallets by far represent the largest amount of wallets available in cryptocurrency today. Though cold storage is increasing, and we're going to talk about that in a future video, right now hot wallets is really where the majority are because they allow you to interact with things online, such as Web3 properties, decentralized exchanges, and more. Let's give a quick breakdown as to what a hot wallet is. Hot wallets are cryptocurrency wallets that require an online or internet connection to be accessed. These wallets can either be custodial or non-custodial by nature. This category of wallet includes online wallets, mobile wallets, and desktop wallets. Let's break each of those down a little bit further to give you an idea of exactly what I'm referring to. Online wallets, sometimes referred to as web wallets, are probably the most used. There are a multitude of crypto wallets that fall into this group. Of course, exchange wallets are an option, as well as various browser extensions, which is the majority of the ones that you'll find. One of the most popular and honestly most utilized wallet to access these properties is MetaMask. Link for MetaMask in the description below. And it's this ease of access that often provides some of the risk associated with these type of wallets. I put a security tip here and I'm going to break that down. When you're accessing any of your crypto, heck, when you're doing anything online, you should definitely be utilizing a VPN. I have been for the longest time promoting TorGuard VPN. I have recently transitioned to a DPN, a decentralized private network. This private network built inside of the cryptocurrency space. There is a link in the description and you will save 10% off your order when you order one of these DPN devices from Deeper Network. In previous interviews, I've had Deepernaut here talking about the Deeper Network. I'll put links to those videos in the description so you can follow up and learn more, not only about this project, but about the devices that will help you as you try to stay anonymous online. We will talk more about VPNs and online privacy in a future video. So let's look at some of the advantages and disadvantages of these online or web wallets. The advantages include that they're great for crypto newbies. Generally speaking, they have decent user interfaces and are able to interact with a lot of different web properties. And it's easy because most of them are right inside of your web browser. So Google Chrome or Brave. I suggest you use Brave to give yourself additional privacy. Link to Brave in the description. Also, it's ideal for small amounts of crypto. So I would not use this type of wallet to be storing all of your crypto assets. Honestly, even as someone new to the cryptocurrency space, this isn't where I would tell you that you should begin. But definitely the advantages here outweigh the disadvantages. Let's take a quick look at some of those disadvantages. Some of these, such as MetaMask, rely on third parties. For example, with MetaMask, they rely on Amazon Web Services for certain aspects of their wallet functionality. Other disadvantages include the vulnerability to hackers, malware, viruses, keyloggers, you name it. These wallets are constantly in connection with the internet, which is why they're great to access what you need to access, and keeping a small amount of money in there to trade actively or to access certain things, fine. But I, again, would not be holding all of my crypto assets on this type of wallet. And finally, again, for those here in this crowd who should be watching this video, 55 plus, this may not be necessarily where you want to begin. Then, of course, there's mobile wallets. Much like the name sounds, these are basically the apps that are on your phone. They operate just like any other app, but you're also susceptible to a lot of the same vulnerabilities because, again, these wallets are only as secure as the device that hosts them. Let's look again at the advantages and disadvantages of this type of wallet. Obviously, convenience. For the most part, even seniors have their cell phones with them. Most of seniors actually already use a smartphone. So again, convenience is definitely at play here. And it's very easy to access your crypto, to send and receive while you're on the go, because again, it's on your mobile device. But there are disadvantages. Like I mentioned a moment ago, it's only as secure as your phone. Your device could be lost or stolen, and if you haven't adequately backed up your wallet, guess what? You've now lost access to all of those funds. And much like these web devices, they are, again, susceptible to malware, viruses, and key loggers. Again, this is not a place I would be storing all of my crypto. Finally, in this section of hot wallets, let's talk about desktop wallets. Much like that name sounds, these are wallets that would be housed on your computer, so your laptop or your desktop computer. Basically, they create a wallet and store the private keys right on your device. So if you just listen to why maybe those other two types of hot wallets are not secure, well, a lot of those same attack vectors exist here. Now, as a pro security tip, if you're going to use a desktop wallet, you should consider using a dedicated computer. So a computer that basically does nothing else but access your cryptocurrency. Most people don't do this, and that's where a lot of these hacks come in. Let's take a quick look at the advantages and disadvantages of the desktop wallets. Again, advantages, most of them are free. I recommend Exodus. I even use Exodus. And the fact that it's free and supports multiple coins is a huge advantage to this wallet. It's very easy to use. These desktop wallets, generally speaking, have great friendly user interfaces, as you can see as one of my other advantages listed here. And finally, of course, it's non-custodial. You control the keys to your cryptocurrency, as well as the wallet itself, because it's on your device. But again, with the good comes the bad. So the disadvantages include it's online. Your wallet is online anytime you got your computer online, which is why that was a pro security tip by having a computer that's just dedicated to your cryptocurrency wallet. And it's only, of course, as secure as the computer itself. Because again, as I mentioned at the bottom here, malware, viruses, keyloggers, all attack vectors for desktop wallets. And again, much like your cell phone, if you lose it, you potentially could lose access to your crypto. For a senior coming into the cryptocurrency space, which is the best option for you? Well, ultimately, you have to make that decision. But I'm going to suggest that if you are used to using a computer, that you consider a desktop wallet. Remember, that wallet's only as secure as your device. So if you've got a separate device that you have not used, or you want to purchase a simple laptop computer perhaps to just access your cryptocurrency via your wallet, that would be a smart thing to do. But again, you've got to decide. That's the great part about this space. You need to know and decide what is best for you. I hope you found this information helpful, and make sure that you have checked out all the videos in this senior series. Link to the entire series is in the description below. I will see you in the next video, and you can find it right here. And I will see you there.